Hi guys, my name is Uriel Diaz and this is Aqua Wai. In today's video, I'll show you how we build this beautiful aquascape. This is a 60 cm by 40 cm by 40 cm aquarium. It's a rimless aquarium. For this escape, we're going with a really good selection of plants. Some of them are kind of unique, rare or exotic. All plants provided by Green Garden, our plant sponsor for this video. This design showcases really good all individual species, so all colors in combination with the different textures will result in this beautiful and breathtaking aquascape. I'll take you through all the process from planning, building, planning and developing this really good and beautiful aquarium. And a big shout out to our channel sponsor, Green Garden Aquarium Plants. They give us all the plants that we're using in this aquascape. So without wasting more time, let's begin with the process of building this beautiful aquascape. For this project, we're gonna be using the complete Aqua Wai substrate system. We're gonna start pouring in the substrate additives. Then we'll allow our substrate to have a longer life. Also, a much more stable start preventing the algae growth in the beginning of the setup, and stimulate the growth and bacteria colonization of the substrate. Then we're gonna remove from the sides the excess to achieve a better aesthetic in the final aquarium. Now we're adding the power sand-based substrate that will allow us to add volume to the design without adding weight, and because its porosity, a much better oxygenated soil and a great media for the bacteria to develop. For this 60 cm aquarium, we're gonna use 2 bags. And as with the additives, with the help of a sand flattener, we're going to remove it from the edge, building it towards the center to achieve a cleaner look from the panel sides. Next step will be the nutrient Aqua Wai powder soil, starting from the front and sides to keep the visible panels looking good. It is important to know that we need a minimum level of 2 cm at the foreground for the plants to root properly. Then, with the sand flattener, we're gonna level the soil to achieve a smooth relief and build a higher level of soil towards the back. This will allow us to achieve more depth in the aquascape. It is now time to add the hardscape. For this aquarium, we have prepared a selection of driftwood and Fujistone. In this design, we're looking to create a wood exploded structure, creating a basin in the center for showcasing the different species of plants in groups. We need to always search for the most interesting side and angle of the hardscape and place it looking the front. That way, it will result in a more interesting aquascape. We're gonna add the elements one by one as needed, and so more so till achieving the height and desired look. Lastly, we need to add the final touches to keep the design clean looking. We need to mention that we have glued all the elements together. This way, we will prevent them to float when the aquarium is full of water. And this is the final hardscape result. As you can see, it is not as detailed, because the main element in this design are gonna be the plants. I think it looks great and will turn on life after planting the entire aquarium. It is time now for planting. Big shout out to Green Garden Aquarium Plants, our plant sponsor for this project. It is so important to use a high quality plants to guarantee success right from the beginning. We will prepare all plants into individual portions. This way we can cover a bigger area and the plants will grow more lush and bushy. We can forget to clean the excess rock wool and roots to stimulate new healthy growth. Once we have all the plants ready, we will begin to plant. We're gonna begin with the main carpeting plant for this aquarium, Micranthemum tioideae, also known as Monte Carlo. This species is a low requirement carpeting plant that will give us a lush bright green carpet. It is very similar to the popular Emianthus calitricoides Cuba, with significantly less requirements and slightly bigger leaves. We'll plant it along the foreground and the sides of the aquarium. As a secondary carpeting plant, we picked Eleocharis spini, a medium requirement carpeting plant that mimics the grass growth underwater. We're using it as a transition between the Monte Carlo and the middle ground of the aquarium, between hardscape elements to add detail. This way, we can break the monotony of a single carpeting plant, creating more texture and interest in the aquascape. Then, we're planting Ludwigia mini super red, a stem middle requirement background plant with an intense red coloration that will be visible on the very background of the aquascape. And for this side, we're using Ottonia flata, a mid-requirement stem plant that will help us to create a compact bush with a very different texture from the rest of plants in the aquascape. In this section, we're planting a very special plant, the Amania pedicellata golden, better known as Nesaea golden, a high requirement stem plant with a yellow coloration that without a doubt will highlight from all other green and red plants in the design. Now the Alternanthera reinecki minor, a red and compact low requirement species that will create another bush in this basin. And for the center, right in the middle, we're using Lobelia cardinalis small form, a mid-requirement plant with circular green leaves, and if looking from a certain angle, it will showcases purple and pink tints. And also, we're using it to accentuate some other zones of the aquarium. We are proceeding with the Rosanarbing variety of the Alternanthera reinecki species, a plant with bright pink ribbing that will work as a focal point into the aquascape with its magenta striking colors. We will add this driftwood with Anubias nana petite and Christmas moss, a new way to plant the aquarium, nice and easy. We are going to use cyanoacrylate superglue to attach to the driftwood this Microsarm Theropus petite, a variety of the well-known Java fern, but with a more compact growth and a smaller leaf size. We are using the same technique with this Bolbitis eudeloti, also known as a Congo fern, for gluing it into this driftwood. Continuing with the Bolbitis species, we are using this rare Bolbitis eudeloti mini, also known as Bolbitis heteroclita deformis, a quite uncommon variety of the beautiful Congo fern shown before. We're gonna add this Anubias berteri nana that will enhance the middle left side look of this composition. We're gonna glue this exotic plant, Anubias pinto, a white, wonderful marmalade Anubia. Last but not least, we're gonna add here and there some Anubias nana petite to add detail and accentuate the hardscape. Finally, we're gonna give a good spray to the plants for preventing them of drying out. Before filling up the aquarium, we're adding this lily pipe set with built-in surface skimmer that will help us to keep the water surface crystal clear. And at the same time, being glass will be almost invisible to better showcase the planted aquarium. filling time is here. We will use service towels to prevent disturbing the soil and keep everything nice and still. And this is how it looks 24 hours after filling it up. Then, join me to see the entire process of evolution over these 3 months. So this is how the aquarium looks after 3 months of development and plant growth. I think the end result is very nice. Remember, this whole aquarium is running on the complete Aqua Wai substrate system, and we're complementing nutrients with the complete fertilizer lineup of Aqua Wai. We recently changed our presentation in order to be more aesthetic and obviously practical and easier to use. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any incoming uploads of new projects we have in this aquarium gallery. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook. I'll leave you the link in the description. We're uploading daily content related to nature aquarium and aquascaping that you must be interested. Remember, my name is Uriel Diaz, and I'll see you around.